attention to move, so I make it harder. Don't hold back. If you think about it, so many people do be cool and look smarter. Don't hold back. And you shouldn't even care about those roses in the air and the crooked stairs. Don't hold back. Cause there's a party over here, so you might as well be here with the people care. Don't hold back. Cause you woke up in the morning with an intention to move, so I make it harder. Don't hold back. If you think about it, so many people do be cool and look smarter. Don't hold back. And you shouldn't even care about those roses in the air and the crooked stairs. Don't hold back.
Hello folks, welcome again for watching the Hustle Up channel, episode number 58. This is Avatar, your host. Good evening again. In this particular topic, I'll be talking about 7 financial goals that which I'm going to set up, and actually some of them already got set up for 2020. And I did actually make some goals on some of my older episodes on financial goals. But this is going to be the very specific ones that anyone can follow. And if they haven't started yet, they should start now. The first thing I always tell people is set up a Mint app. It's totally free. So that app actually does is it calculates all your expenses and budget every month. So it tells you how much you have spent on what bills and what is your financials, and if it's showing you like the red zone, means you're below the financial problem, or your income is not enough to support your the bills or the financials. So you have to really look that up. It's called Mint, M-I-N-T. So it's a really helpful app. So let's begin with 7 financial goals, and let me show you my paper. The reason I'm back to this paperwork is because right now my laptop is getting under repair, so I won't be able to use it for a little while maybe. So actually it's getting updated. So here you go. These are the 7 steps. All right, so 7 financial goals to set in 2020. Get your credit check. You know, this is already done, and this was actually done a couple months ago. So on my side, it's already done. So if your side is not done, you should get that done. So first of all, I'd like to tell you that people shouldn't spend any money for any like online financial courses or any online classes. It's just I would like to tell you that people should save their money, because they're mostly a scam and they're not really helping you, and they're just trying to take your money. You can learn yourself. All you need is time, guy. If you can spend that extra time, even though 10-15 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, and do your study just like a school student, take your time and go to a like a library maybe during the day. You can do all this yourself. You don't need anyone to help you to set your goals. You can write down your goals just like me and keep going. So let's move on. The second step: get your taxes done early. Well, this year, of course, it's not gonna be happening for anyone because of all these delays, but it's good to get that done. So it's always good to get that done as soon as possible. It's actually good for you, so you can keep up with your expenses and budget goals. And next is set a budget, which actually I'm going to take mark. I already actually done that for that side, because this is going to be a long journey, a life journey. And then it says make savings goal for yourself. So you have to know how much money you're planning to save per month, so you can either invest towards. We'll talk about that on my next number here, which is number 5. I'm actually number 6. So let's first say that make a savings goal for yourself. So make sure so you actually write down your spending every month, like how much money you're spending for your grocery. You write that down. Okay, it's going to be $400 for grocery, $300 for gas. I'm going to spend this much on insurance. You calculate that amount and just put it on the side. The Mint calculates for you as an app, but you also should know how much you guys are spending, because, and look, I'm not giving any online courses, and I have no planning in future that I'm actually going create courses and give people and charge people. And I'm doing this to document myself, so and helping other people. And if they like my channel, they can always subscribe. So let's continue further. Number 5, pay off the bad debts. No, there's something called good debts and bad debts, because you can even though follow this guy named Gary Vee on YouTube channel. He always talk about what are good debts and bad debts, because good debt, let's say if you own a car or you own a house, those are considered as good debt. So even if you're gonna own for a longer time, a longer period, even though anywhere from 10 to 20 years you own a car or like a house, you're actually building a property. So it actually is helping you out on taxes too. So, but the bad debt I'm talking about actually are the credit cards, because once they build up a pile and the interest rate keeps going up, that's how people get, they get problems and financial crisis, and they cannot manage to pay anymore. If they're paying, they never pay off, because whatever they're paying off is just the interest. So they end up doing all this stuff, going through the court. And so I would say it's not a good idea to have a bad debt. So always pay off as much as possible and keep it zero. But if you have own like a car or you have an investment in the house, that takes time. So those are the good debts I'm referring to. And so this main topic is actually on 7 financial goals to set in 2020, and as well as what I just mentioned in the end is the difference between a good debt and bad debt. Okay, so in the end, the most important is of course, last time I talked about, I also talked about emergency funds. And what would you do, guys? You can even comment below. If you have, so let's say you have savings goal and you already know how much you're saving per month. You already set up your budget. You know what's going on. What's my budget for this and that? What are your savings? What are you going to save for yourself? What kind of money you're going to save in your bank account or investment account? So when it comes to investment account, the last thing I'd like to tell you is that's the most important thing, because talking about retirement plans, and I think people they should really start investing in their retirements. Investment account, they cannot draw their money right away. It could be like years, but actually it's better than keeping all the money in the bank. So after the savings and budget and emergency funds, if they still paying all their utilities, rent, whatever, and food and everything, if they're still able to save, even though let's say maybe $500 a month, they can put like couple $100 in the retirement account, and maybe split it up, put maybe $100 or $75 in the retirement account, and maybe $75 in investment stocks. There's nothing to lose, just secure stocks. There's money up and down anyway. So it's still better than keeping it in the bank, because bank is not going to give you any interest in long term. In 20 years, you're not going to end up with anything. Maybe end up with not even 1%. So this is my goal is actually I did set up my financial with the a company for investment, and I've started that as well. So I'm going to take over here. So you take yourself. You write down and you tell me what you do, what's going on with your life. So I hope you enjoy this video and enjoy this episode. Hustle up, don't give up, and I'll continue to talk about collectibles on my next video. And this video was on the financials. I hope this is very useful for you guys, and it's totally a free video for you. So it's just also good for learning, so everyone can save money and we can all rise together and hustle up. Don't give up. Please subscribe my channel, don't forget, so I can create more contents for you, and hope you enjoy this video. I'll be back on my laptop sometime tomorrow, and subscribe, and don't forget to click that the bell icon, and I'll catch you next time. Bye bye and good evening.